Hi, everybody. Thanks for coming. All of you who are online, you're missing out on quite the popular meeting here in person. Feels weird to be able to talk to both the people on the computer and online here, but thanks for coming to our industry check-in. We have some fun announcements today, and we'll stick around for questions and things like that for our in-person little session at the end too. But we also, and let me, step back a second and introduce myself, Molly Duplashane, Executive Director for Excise and Licenses. And we'll give everybody else a chance to introduce themselves as they come up as well. We're going to start our public meetings now with a land acknowledgement. And so we'll start that. That's how we'll kick off today's meeting also. So the Department of Excise and Licenses would like to honor and acknowledge that the land on which we live and work is the traditional territory of the Ute, Cheyenne, and Arapaho peoples, as well as being historically tied to at least 48 contemporary tribal nations. We honor those who have stewarded this land throughout generations and recognize the government, academic, and cultural institutions were built on and continue to enact exclusions and erasures of Indigenous peoples. As individuals and as an office, we are committed to working to dismantling ongoing systems and legacies of oppression and inequity, and we value the historical, current, and future contributions of Indigenous communities in Denver. Okay. All right, so we did have a little bit of change in our agenda. Robert Darrow, our inspection supervisor, was not able to attend, so any of the information that he was going to be discussing, Shannon might touch on a little bit of it, but the rest will be sent out in the bulletin that follows the meeting, which will probably come out next week. So, all right, I'm going to pass it off to Shannon Donnelly, who you all know and love.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. I'll introduce myself. My name is Shannon Donnelly. I'm the Cannabis Process Navigator for Excise and Licensing. And today I'm going to start by giving a little bit of a data update for our social equity licenses. Our program has now been live for about 2 years. And so we have a total of 26 licensees within the city and county of Denver that qualify for social equity. We're really excited about that. We also have multiple applications for social equity licensees, with 2 of them being scheduled with new locations this week for hearings. And so if you have not seen our marijuana proximity tool that helps individuals find licensing within the city and county of Denver, please check out denvergov.org/marijuana info, and that'll get you access to the proximity tool. Within those 26 licenses that we have 16 transporters, which may be medical or retail. We have 1 hospitality license that we have issued, and we have 4 retail marijuana stores, 4 manufacturing facilities, and 1 cultivation. Here at Excise and Licensing, we are committed to supporting our social equity applicants, finding viable businesses here in city and county of Denver, and will continue to create resources. As I want to kind of get to the next part of this kind of presentation in this meeting, we're going to talk about the social impact plan. So I'm really excited to present kind of our social impact plan updates. I have been working with Abby and the rest of Excise since last year to kind of look into our social impact plan. So the current status of the plan is that the plan is fill in the blank in 3 different areas. The plan includes community engagement, diversity and inclusion, and sustainability. With stakeholder research, kind of talking to our large and small businesses about their social impact plan, we found out that a lot of the things that our businesses were doing were not actually represented within this plan. And it really limited our businesses to 3 different areas. The other piece of this is that it did not have any recognition for businesses that go above and beyond, and it put the onus on the licensee to make this form public, right? So what we're looking and kind of moving forward with is updates to our social impact plan. Those updates will make the plan from being a fill in the blank to being a prescriptive plan with 20 different activities and now 5 different areas of impact. For a business new or upon renewal, will need to fill out this social impact plan. The renewal business will be filling out the plan for the previous year, and a new business will be putting their activities in that they will hope to be doing once they're licensed. The 5 areas, we have community engagement, and we have social equity, diversity and inclusion, sustainability, and contracting. So each one of these areas will have at least 20 activities within it that a business could complete. Some of the ones for community engagement: organize or volunteer a community cleanup event, right? Host or sponsor a registration drive, which we know some of our businesses are already doing. And then, or you could host a food drive for a food bank that serves the community that your business operates within. Some of the sustainability criteria or activities would be get certified as a green business by Certifiably Green Denver. As part of this plan, we have definitely engaged multiple other departments to ensure that these activities are some that our businesses are already doing, but also impactful activities within the city and county of Denver. In sustainability, you could provide an RTD EcoPass for your employees, or you could use other permitted and sustainable methods of rendering marijuana waste unusable or unrecognizable, such as on-site composting, anaerobic digestion, biomass gasification, all in accordance with MED Rule 3-230E2. So some of the other activities for diversity and inclusion. We think of diversity as includes people of various races, ethnicities, gender identities, sexual orientation, and physical or intellectual disabilities. So a business could educate all new and current employees with a diversity and inclusion training, or provide opportunities and incentives for their staff to learn another language, including sign language, or create scholarships for diverse individuals who are interested in working in the cannabis industry. 2 of the new areas that we're adding into the social impact plan will be social equity, which would be benefiting our businesses who have been disproportionately affected by the war on drugs. Some of those activities that a business could do would be purchase products from a social equity, cannabis social equity business at least once a quarter, or hire or promote individuals who qualify as social equity applicants for supervisory, management, or executive level positions, or donate to an organization that offers opportunities to individuals who have been recently incarcerated or recently released from incarceration. When we think about social equity, we're really thinking about the individuals who qualify because they have been disproportionately affected by the war on drugs. One of the other new activities or areas that we have is contracting. So a business could work with individuals that qualify as minority businesses. They could work with the Denver Office of Economic Development and Opportunity to hold a training for current vendors on how they could get certified as a minority-owned business, or they could contract with a minority-owned business for waste services, or use a minority-owned business for catering services. This area is really in cooperation with our partners at DIDO to really also help uplift minority businesses within City and County of Denver. So a business must do at least one of those in every single activity to qualify for their renewal or to qualify for a license. But what if businesses go above and beyond? We know our businesses in city and county are doing this, right? That would mean that the businesses who go above and beyond and select at least 10 activities and complete them would qualify for our new program, Cannabis Cares. Cannabis Cares is a city and county Denver initiative that recognizes our cannabis businesses that go above and beyond and make a positive impact in those 5 areas that I mentioned. We have community engagement, contracting, diversity and inclusion, sustainability, and social equity. We will be giving these badges out to businesses who go above and beyond and complete at least 10 activities in one of the areas. If you are looking to get the contracting badge, which we have here, would be contracting in our activities with at least 10 other minority businesses. We have 2 different social equity badges we have here. Our social equity licensees will be given a badge that is a social equity licensee badge just for being licensed within the city and county of Denver. But a business that chooses to go above and beyond and support social equity businesses will be given a social equity supporter badge. This allows consumers to differentiate between businesses who are social equity businesses and other ones that actually benefit and support our social equity industry, but also our different businesses. If you go above and beyond and get multiple badges, which we are super excited and in our stakeholder meetings have known some of our businesses will already qualify for multiple badges. We will actually have the Cannabis Cares advocate designation, which would mean you got 3 or 4 badges within this area. Or we have the champion designation, which would mean that you got all 5 of the badges within the Cannabis Cares program. We understand that getting these badges will be an effort for our businesses. So when we understand that businesses are really trying to impact the community's sustainability, diversity within where they operate, that's why we want to make sure we have these other designations. One big piece about the form as well is that at the City and County of Denver, within our excise and licensing website, we will have a public dashboard that will make all of the information available from the plans with all of our businesses available for the businesses to see, but also the community to see, to add a level of transparency within the program so that we can see what businesses are going above and beyond, right? What is our timeline for this program? Today, we're working on the public announcement. That's where we're all at, right? So we're letting you know about the program to make sure that you're well aware of the changes that are coming. We have our new form, which will be actually what the businesses will fill out. That will go live April 3rd. And then we're going to have a fun launch party on May 4th at City Park Pavilion to bring our businesses together with nonprofits, together with social equity applicants, and together with the public to celebrate how much our cannabis companies care, but also recognize the businesses that do, and also help support our businesses in completing these different activities. As we see this program being evolving over the next few months, we will have FAQs that are going to be released, and a few of them I wanted to talk with you about today. Who can participate in the Cannabis Cares program? It will be required that all Denver marijuana businesses complete the new social impact plan. However, the program and the badging and the recognition is open to any marijuana business or any business that chooses, ancillary business that chooses to complete these activities and be supportive within their communities and to diversity. What will a badge holder receive once they've qualified for one of these badges? We will actually give you all of the digital files so that you're able to use this badge in any way that you would like, on packaging, within your store, right? On decals, on shirts, right? You will also receive on a yearly basis a certificate of participation. So something that you can hang within your facility that says your business is going above and beyond and cares about the cannabis community. We will also, for our first 100 individuals, have physical kind of material to give out to our badge holders. And then all of our advocates and champions will also receive a designation on the Excise website. So that'll be able to be found as well. Who reviews and decides who receives a badge? All of the social impact forms will be reviewed for completeness and for accuracy upon a yearly basis, and then they will be submitted as part of your application or will be given the badge through email with your certificate of completion as well. And how does verification work, right? If a business has to do 10 activities, what do they have to tell us about those 10 activities that they're doing? They have to tell us the date that they completed the activity. So say you're doing a community cleanup for the community badge, right? We'd love to know when you did that community cleanup what organization you did that community cleanup with, and what type of volunteer hours or donation did you give to that community cleanup or any of the other activities. All of that information will be filled in the form on a yearly basis for your renewal. And we would ask that you provide documentation if there's ever a discrepancy for kind of questions that we're asking for activities that have been completed. So what's our next step? Well, we'd love to see you at the launch event, of course, on May 4th, but for any questions or comments, please reach out to marijuanainfo@denvergov.org. So again, kind of the timeline is our new form will go live April 3rd. So anyone who has a renewal or submits a new application after that time will be using this new form. And then we'll have a public event that will introduce our service providers, nonprofits, and social equity businesses to the existing industry to help them fulfill these different activities. And then badges will go out as soon as businesses start to qualify for them. Great. So now that we don't have Robert, I think I'm done, right? All right. Thank you all so much.
All right. Well, and actually that's a much faster agenda than we had planned. So thank you, Shannon. We'll stick around. We do have some time here in person to stick around for questions and just conversation. And then also I think Abby and Shannon were going to demo the proximity tool. So if anybody wants to take a look at that, and anybody that is online, like Shannon said, please hop in with questions or send your questions or comments to the marijuanainfo@denvergov.org. And then also if you want to just set up a time to give us your feedback on the program, or have additional questions, we can always set up additional meetings. And same thing with the proximity tool. It's out there on our website. Check it out. And if you have questions or need assistance using it, feel free to reach out to us. So I think that's it. I'm looking around to see if we've forgotten anything, but we'll log off of the online meeting, and everybody online, just feel free to reach out if you have anything else. All right.